Hey, sports card fans, it's John, Wade Boggs fan. Hope you're all doing well. I put together my list of 100 cards for $100,000 all the way back in November of 2021. And since then, I have managed to pick up nearly half of the cards on that list. The most recent addition was a card that I picked up at the Strongsville show. Now, it wasn't my intention to find a card off that list, but I left myself some flexibility in terms of the cards that I found there, and was lucky enough to pick one of those cards up off that list. Now, I was looking for a Johnny Bench rookie card, a Reggie Jackson rookie card, a Mike Schmidt rookie card. Those are three that are on the list. I did see some there, but again, just couldn't find the right looking copy for the right price. But there was a card that I stumbled upon, really liked the overall eye appeal of it, and I think I got a pretty good deal on the card. So I'm going to turn the camera around and show off card number 48 on my list of 100 cards for $100,000. All right. Card number 48 is this 1957 Topps Ted Williams, card number 1 in the set. I saw this card late Friday at the Strongsville show, and within the first 10-15 minutes of getting into the show on Saturday, I had this card in my hand. I packaged this card with a 1962 Topps Roberto Clemente, and I think I got a pretty good deal on the card. If you're not familiar with 1957 Topps, it's the first year that Topps used an actual photo on the card of the player. Now, what you also find with 57 Topps is often you'll get some snowing on the surface of the card, just either through cards, rubbing together as as kids would store them however they did. This one is pretty free of any snowing. Centering isn't perfect, but overall, I think it has great eye appeal. And of course, not that I necessarily looked for this, but it is a PSA 4, my sweet spot for cards from the 50s and 60s. I seem to have really good luck with finding PSA 4 copies that meet my overall eye appeal, and this is certainly one in my books. I just really love the image of Ted Williams. Here is the back. The back is nice as well. So really happy to have found this. Again, I wasn't looking for a card on this list, but again, I happened to see it and was able to do a sort of a package deal with that 62 Roberto Clemente. So what I'm going to do is get into the numbers, as I always do with these videos, what I originally had this card on my list, what I paid for it, and then do a summary of where I am to date. So for the 1957 Topps Ted Williams, I originally had it on my list at a PSA 5, and I thought, and again, this is putting the list together back in November of 2021, so prices have changed since then. I thought I would have to spend $350 for a PSA 5. But obviously, there's no shipping and taxes. This wasn't an eBay purchase. It was at a show, so I didn't have to worry about that. So I ended up paying $250 instead of the $350 I had on my list, dropping down a grade, of course. But the current range of prices for a PSA 4 on Vintage Card Prices, VCP's database. On the low end, they go for around $175 on average, around $225, and on the high end, $350. So my $250 purchase was maybe slightly over the current VCP average, but I'm okay with that. I think the sticker price on this was $275, so to pick it up for $200 I thought was a good deal. So for the 48 cards that I have picked up so far off my list. I originally thought that for those 48 cards, I would have to spend $11,400. Well, to date, usually by dropping down a grade or two, or having to find a pretty good deal on a card, I have only spent $8,465, so just under $8,500. So I have quote unquote saved or spent less than what I thought I was going to have to spend, $2,935. So I'm never going to get all 100 cards on this list. There's a 52 Topps Mickey Mantle on that list. But looking at the remaining cards, I think over time, and it may take me 5-10 years, but I think I could reasonably get to 95 of those cards. And if I'm able to do that, then I've added some amazing cards to my collection. But this one here is pretty nice as well. So would love to know in the comments what you think about the 57 Topps Ted Williams card number 48 on my 100 cards for $100,000 list. And with that, that's all I have for you. So until next time, thanks for watching.